Hi guys, welcome back to Babylon, where we give you film and music related content. My name is Asaf. I love cycling, movies, and coughing on camera.
Yes, you do. More often than people would know, thanks to the magic of editing. My name is Itai. I hate Asaf, and I love Alice in Chains. Oops, did I give it away? Yeah, we are here today to do another music video reaction. What are we doing, Asaf?
I don't know. What would you like us to do?
I don't know. Okay, we are
My
doing Alice in Chains Wood. Um, Alice in Chains is in my top three all-time bands. And Wood is probably my favorite song of theirs. Um, yeah, I figured we have to cover it at some stage, so why not? We have to cover a lot more Alice in Chains, but we have to start somewhere, so why not Wood?
All right. Yeah.
Of course, it was on Cameron Crowe's Singles soundtrack. You want to pause?
It's a bit more of a serious song.
It is. I think all of Alice in Chains songs are serious. They were quite the dark grunge band. In some ways, a little darker than most.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers would know, and some won't. But Lane Staley, the lead singer, he passed away, I think, in 2002. Um, Drug overdose. He battled with drugs sort of throughout um, his life, I guess, not just his career.
Uh,
Um,
this is from when? This music video and song?
this was on their album Dirt, which is their second album, in 1992. And it was used on the singles soundtrack, the Cameron Crowe film, that featured guest appearances also by Chris Cornell and Soundgarden and also Pearl Jam. Because the whole thing is based in Seattle and, all the Seattle grunge bands and stuff like that. This song was actually written for Andy Wood, who was the lead singer for Mother Love Bone. It was written by Jerry Cantrell, who's really the main guy behind Alice in Chains, aside for Lane Staley. I always thought that it was written for Lane Staley because it talks about drug addiction and everything. And when I first heard it, I thought this was a relationship song. I thought it was about sort of a couple who are always like butting heads, and that's sort of how it translated to me, I think, around that time in the relationship that I was in, and just how I heard the song. It's just amazing that songs can mean different things to different people at different times.
Mm.
But this was because this whole album, Dirt, is about drug addiction, really.
Yeah.
So
There's a there's
yeah, just interesting. And to me, Lane Staley is one of the best sort of frontmen, ever. I just love his voice. It's just so different. And yeah, just I love their music. Just awesome.
Yeah. The music video looks fairly authentic in the presentation, not just the song. The song is great, but I mean, the music video itself feels. That's why I say that it's a bit more serious than what we usually do, because something gritty and authentic in it. Continue.
Yep.
Wow.
I love this song.
Yeah, it's a good song. Transition between the 80s and 90s is fairly violent. A 90s song is distinctively 90s, even from the start. An 80s song is
Grunge.
distinctively 80s. Yeah.
Grunge is grunge. And the thing is, it's my era, like as far as music goes, it's probably my favorite style of music, grunge. The one I relate to most, the one I still love. We're in 2022 and I still listen to all these bands, to Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, and I just love this stuff. Even Pearl Jam in their older stuff more, especially. But yeah, there was Jerry Cantrell wrote this song, and he said there was another aspect to the song, and it was to do with the judgmental side that people have towards people who go through addiction. Jerry Cantrell himself, I'm not sure, ever battled addiction. Maybe he has, I don't know, but he always seemed kind of squeaky clean. He's like the sort of the genius behind the music, and Lane Staley sort of came into it, and he wrote a lot of the lyrics, and they were just they complemented each other so well. Sometimes in the way they used the two voices together, even though Lane Staley was, the charismatic leader and the voice of the band. But yeah, he said that people tend to be judgmental when somebody especially dies after an addiction. So in retrospect, you kind of think about it, he wrote this song for Andy Wood, and then Lane Staley goes and dies of an overdose as well, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty rough.
I think it's I think it's rooted in culture. People are raised to believe that drug use is correlated with poor upbringing. Well,
Well,
no.
it always brings to mind for me when I think about this song, I think about a song that came some years later, which was System of a Down, Chop Suey, which is a song about suicide. And it's about how people, respond to suicide. And they think if somebody, killed themselves, oh, it's their fault. They did the wrong thing. And they're not saying that they did the right thing, but they're saying that this is a judgmental thing that people have. They don't know how to put themselves in somebody else's shoes. So that's something that this song is about. But that line at the end always gets me, where he says, if I would, could you? That's I think also that's why I thought it was a relationship song back in the day. I think there are a lot of bands today, I've discussed in previous episodes, bands that sort of new metal and that kind of thing, where they try to replicate something from grunge,
Yeah.
and they can't do it. It's just not as good. It's kind of weak, I think, new metal. It lacks that sort of intensity, that grunge bands had, Nirvana and
Because they weren't trying to be like somebody else. They weren't trying to mimic somebody
exactly,
else's style. Yeah. They were just
exactly.
inventing it as they went along. Yeah.
And everything that they did sort of came from inside. It was like their inner struggle, inner angst.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, oh, look at us, we are this or we are that, which is really something that I
Yeah.
would associate with, with new
Yeah.
metal, with emo, or with any of that kind of
Yeah. They were striving to be heard, not to be heard as somebody else. Yeah, not to be.
yeah,
It's apparent in their stuff. Not just
yeah.
this particular song. Yeah.
And I do think that if any of our viewers are maybe a little bit younger and they don't really know Alice in Chains, I would definitely recommend, going back to sort of the beginning, the first album, Facelift, and the next one, Dirt. Dirt is my favorite album of theirs. And they have numerous albums after that. It's just very interesting music. If you like rock, if you like
Yeah.
dark, intense kind of music, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
I can't say I'm as a Alice in Chains enthusiast as you are, but I like the band and I like their songs.
Yeah, well, to me, Alice in Chains, it's like if somebody says to you they want to get to know you better, and you want to sort of teach them more about yourself through the films you like, the literature, the music, whatever. For me, this is one of those songs, one of those bands, one of those albums that is part of who I am. So that's how much I connect, with
Okay.
this stuff. Even though I was never addicted to drugs or anything like that, but I felt everything, from their music. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
pick your nose on camera.
No, I said this like
I
the
know. I know.
I can't say cocaine on camera, so I said
And everybody knows you're more into meth. So yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna push for more Alice in Chains going forward.
yeah, sounds good. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. Share our stuff. Help us grow. It will encourage us to make more videos for you guys. Hit us up in the comments. What do you think about Alice in Chains? What do you think about the song we just heard? Wood.
Thank you for joining us as always, and thank you for for your time. Thank you for sticking with us, and we hope that you will continue to do so.
What
We'll do
he
something
said.
different next time. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
pointing in the wrong direction.
No,
Okay,
that's the
yeah.
wrong
So
direction.
thanks again.
It is this direction.
I know.
Okay, that's all.
When have you ever argued with me and came out right?
No, I'm because it's a flip. It's the flip. What he said.
Okay, so yeah. So thank you for joining us once again, and we will see you again real soon.
Bye, guys. Jenny.